Hello MPPNs, how are you? Fine. Okay, so we are here to learn social science. Shall we start? Okay, now we are here for the second chapter, that is chapter number 16. Now this is a chapter from geography, chapter number 16. What is the name? The earth our habitat. The name of the chapter is the earth our habitat, right? Okay, now we are moving ahead. We will learn about the universe. First of all, we are going to learn about the universe. You are ready to start? Okay, so look here. We will start with part number 1. And its contents are, what are the topics we are going to discuss in it? Have a look. First of all, we will learn about the galaxies, then stars, constellations, planets, satellites, asteroids, comets, meteors, and solar system. Okay, we will learn about the whole universe, and universe has galaxy, star, constellation, planet, satellite, asteroid, comet, and a meteor, then solar system. We are a part of the solar system. These are the things which we will learn in this chapter. First of all, we will learn about the universe. What is universe? Have a look here. It is vast, endless, and empty. Universe is vast, endless, and empty. As the screen you can see, there is no end for it, and it is empty. This is what the universe. It is with small clusters of matter and energy. This universe is made of small clusters, small groups of matter and energy. It contains all the galaxies, stars, planets, asteroids, comets, meteors, etc. This universe has this is a vast, endless, and empty thing, and it is made of small groups of matter and energy, and it contains all the galaxies, stars, planets, asteroids, comets, meteors, etc. Have a look now. This is what the universe. Okay, if you go to the space, you will find the universe like this. All those things who are shining, they are either the stars or the meteors or asteroids or the planets. They are they which are seen in the universe. So let us move ahead now. Let us learn something more about the universe. There we should learn, whenever we learn about the universe, we must go through this word celestial bodies. What are celestial bodies? All the galaxies, stars, planets, asteroids, comets, meteors, etc. are together called as celestial bodies. Now all those things whose name we took now, universe has all these things now, and all those things are together called as celestial bodies. Next term, it is astronomy. This term is also very important when we talk about the universe. What is astronomy? The science that studies stars and other heavenly bodies is known as the astronomy. Astronomy is the science that studies stars and other heavenly bodies. Have you got it? Okay, now you have learned two definitions, celestial bodies and astronomy. This is an important part of the universe, right? Okay, moving ahead. There are some more facts about the universe. Let us see what are they. It is believed that Big Bang Theory explosion created the universe some 15 million years ago. There was a Big Bang explosion. There was an explosion, Big Bang. That explosion has been named as Big Bang Theory. That explosion created the universe. When it was created? Near about 15 billion years ago. and millions of years later, the clouds of gases combined to form stars and galaxies. First of all, explosion occurred and the universe was created, and after some millions years, what happened? The gases grouped together. The clouds of gases combined to form the stars and the galaxies. Are you getting me? First of all, the explosion, then the clouds of gases came together and they formed stars and galaxies. Okay, the scientists believe that the Big Bang explosion created the universe some 15 billion years ago. First, there was a hot ball tinier than an atom. There was a hot ball in the universe or in the space, and that was made, it was tinier, it was smaller than an atom. It was very small, and this ball cooled and grew to a football size. It was hot ball, it was very tiny, but gradually what happened? The ball cooled. When it cooled, what happened? It grew up to a football. Like a football, it grew. A split second later, a super force swelled the infant universe 1,000 billion times. What happened then? First of all, Big Bang, then explosion, then cooled. It was a tiny object. It cooled and became like a football. Then what happened? It grew. It grew thousand billion times, and as it mushroomed out, this means it grew further. The universe was flooded with energy and matter. Thereafter, atoms of hydrogen and helium gas were formed. Millions of years later, the clouds of gases combined together to form stars and galaxies. So you have got the explanation of this page also. Is it or not? Okay, explosion, small ball, small atom, tinier than an atom, then like a football. Then what happened? Grew into billions of times. Then energy and matter filled up the space. Then what happened? These atoms of hydrogen and helium formed, and after millions of years, what happened? The clouds of these gases, various gases combined, and they formed stars and galaxies. So we are moving ahead to the next topic. What was that? Galaxy. Now we have seen that how universe was created and how galaxies were created. Now we will learn more about the galaxies. Galaxies are groups of million or trillion stars. What are galaxies? It is a group of stars. Galaxies are giant groups of millions or even trillions of stars. There may be 20 trillion galaxies in the universe, but only 3 galaxies are visible to the naked eye from the Earth besides the Milky Way. Have you understood? It is a group of million or trillion stars, and there are 3 galaxies visible to the naked eye besides the Milky Way: the large and small Magellanic Clouds and the Andromeda Galaxy. Got it now? What are those 3 which can be seen with naked eye? Milky Way, the large and small Magellanic Clouds, and the Andromeda Galaxy. These three galaxies can be visible with the naked eyes. Right? Okay, moving ahead. This is what the galaxy. Galaxy is a group of million or trillions of stars. You can see large number of stars, and these stars have formed a group. This group is called as a galaxy. In this way, there are 3 galaxies visible to us. Okay, we're now moving ahead. We will learn more about the galaxies. Galaxies are of different shapes. What are the shapes? Spiral, elliptical, irregular, etc. These galaxies are of different shapes. Okay, these are the different shapes of galaxies. Galaxies are found in groups called clusters. We got that name before, no? I told you it is a group. The cluster means a group. And what is cluster? The group of galaxies. The galaxies are always found in a group. In that photograph you had seen, and this group is known as cluster. Okay, the galaxy in which our solar system is located is called the Milky Way Galaxy or Akashganga. I told you that there are 3 galaxies which can be seen with our naked eye, and galaxies are groups of stars. That group is known as a cluster. It can be of different shapes, and the galaxy in which our solar system is a part, what is that galaxy? What is the name of that? Milky Way Galaxy or Akashganga. See this picture? This is what? The Milky Way Galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this Milky Way Galaxy. Okay. Now we will learn about the Milky Way Galaxy. This is what the house of our solar system. It is 1 lakh light years long. This galaxy is 1 lakh light years long, and it is 1000 light years thick. This light year means that is a measurement of length. Okay, it is 1 lakh light years long and 1000 light years thick. That much big as the Milky Way Galaxy. Sun is 30,000 to 35,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy. Our sun, how hot it is, that you know. And this sun is 30,000 to 35,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy. It is very far away from the center of the Milky Way Galaxy. Okay, and it is a spiral galaxy made up of 100 billion stars. There are 100 billion stars in the galaxy of Akashganga or Milky Way, and it has this Milky Way has which shape? It is spiral in shape. Clear? So we have completed about the galaxy. You have learned a lot about the galaxy. Now we are moving to the next topic. What is next topic? It is stars. Now we will learn about stars. Universe has galaxies, stars, meteors, asteroids, constellations, etc. We have completed galaxy. Now it's the time of discussing about stars. Stars are balls of mainly hydrogen and helium gas. What are stars? Stars are the balls of hydrogen, and it is a combination of different gases, but hydrogen and helium are the most important gases with which the stars are made. Nuclear reactions in the heart of stars, like those in atom bombs, generate heat and light. These stars generate heat and light. How is it able to produce heat and light? Because there are nuclear reactions in the heart of the stars. In the heart of the stars there are nuclear reactions as the atom bomb, and it generates the heat and light. Our sun is a medium-sized star. Sun is a medium-sized star. You might have heard that sun is very bigger than the earth, and that sun is a medium-sized star, which means that there are many stars in the universe which are bigger than the sun. Okay. Lone stars are rare, while double stars called binaries and multiple stars comprise 75% of the total stars. Whatever number of stars found in the universe, out of them the lone stars are rare, but double stars, which are also known as binaries, and the multiple stars, they comprise near about 75% of the total stars. Okay, lone stars are very rare in number. Okay, these stars, all the stars tend to form groups. Almost all the stars are formed group, and these lone stars are rare. Double stars, which are also known as binaries, and multiple stars comprise 75% of the total stars. Okay. Alpha Centauri is a group of 3 stars closest to the sun. Alpha Centauri is a group of 3 stars. This is an example. Okay, it is a group of 3 stars closest to the sun, which is nearer to the sun. Clear now? Okay, so we have completed stars also. We have completed now 2 topics, galaxy and a star. So we are moving to the next one. What is that? It is constellations. Now we will learn about constellations. Let us see what are constellations. Constellations are patterns of stars in the sky forming a certain shape. What are constellations? Constellations are patterns of stars in the sky forming a certain shape. They are patterns. Some patterns have been formed by the stars, and that pattern or that shape they are known as constellations. They were identified by ancient Babylonians and Egyptians. Who identified them? They were identified by Egyptians and Babylonians. Today there are 88 constellations recognized. Today's world has recognized how many constellations? 88. 88 constellations have been recognized by the astronomers today. Okay, now have the picture now. This is the sky, and there are a large number of stars visible on the sky, and these stars have formed some shapes. Okay, a group of stars have formed a shape, a pattern has been formed, that it has been joined with the help of the lines, and these patterns formed by the stars in the sky are known as constellations. One group of star which made a shape is known as one constellation. Thus you can see a large number of constellations here in the picture. So you have understood constellations. Let us continue. Let us learn some more about the constellation. They become visible at different times of year as the earth travels around the sun. They become visible at different times of the year. These constellations are visible at different times of the year as the earth travels around the sun. Our earth is revolving around the sun, and when it revolves around the sun, some of these constellations are visible. The Great Bear constellation contains a group of 7 stars called Big Dipper or Saptarishi. Sapta, 7. Okay. It is an example of a constellation. Which one? Great Bear constellation. Great Bear constellation contains a group of 7 stars, and these 7 stars are called as Saptarishi or Big Dipper. Okay. This Great Bear, this constellation Great Bear is also known as Ursa Major, and thus it contains an easily recognizable group of 7 stars, and that group of 7 stars is called as Big Dipper or the Saptarishi. Okay. The North Star always points to the north. Now a name has been given to to one star, that is the North Star or the Polaris. This Polaris or the North Star always points which direction? North direction. That is why it has been given the name North Star. We are learning about the constellation. I told you that constellations are patterns of stars in the sky. There are some groups of stars make a pattern in the sky which are known as constellation. And today we have identified 88 constellations. This is one example I told you about the Great Bear, which is also known as Ursa Major. It contains a group of 7 stars. These 7 stars are known as Big Dipper or the Saptarishi, and there is a North Star also in this Great Bear, and that always points to the north. Now we have learned about constellation. I'll show you a picture once more. This is what a constellation. See, a group of stars have formed a shape, and this shape of a bear has been formed. This constellation is known as Great Bear. Okay, and there is a star which is alone. That is what the North Star or the Polaris. Okay, so we are moving to the next one. What is the next one? Have a look. This is also a constellation. Here also you can see a group of stars have been formed. Okay, moving ahead to the next topic. What is next topic? planets. We have learned about universe, galaxy, star, constellation. Now it is a time of planets. What are planets? Planets are globe-shaped celestial bodies that revolve around a star in elliptical orbits. What are planets? Planets are globe-shaped celestial bodies that revolve around a star in elliptical orbit. It has an orbit and it revolves around the sun, and they are the celestial bodies. What are celestial bodies? The bodies which are found in the space. Clear now? These are what? The planets. The planets that have a surface of solid rock, which are called terrestrial planets. All those planets that have a surface of solid rock are named as terrestrial planets. There are some planets that have a surface of solid rock which are called as terrestrial planets. But there are some planets which have a surface of solid or liquid airy gas. Okay, and they are known as gas planets. These are the planets of our solar system. Okay, there are some planets and an asteroid shown here. Then moon is also visible in the picture. Pluto has been shown here, but Pluto now it has not been a planet. Okay, it is no longer a planet now. Moving ahead, learning little bit more about the planets. Planets are known as wanderers because they shift their positions. What are the planets also known as? Wanderers. Why? They wander, they move from place to place, they shift their position. That is why they have been named as wanderers. Planets are less than 20% of the size of their parent star. Whatever is the parent star, it's only 20% of the size. Each and every planet has, they are very smaller than its parent star. Today there are 8 planets recognized in our constellation, in our solar system. Okay, universe, then a part of the universe is galaxy, then a part of the galaxy is star, then group of stars is constellation. Our solar system is a part of a constellation, Milky Way, and that Milky Way is a galaxy, and we are in the solar system. The solar system has 8 planets. Some giant planets have been detected orbiting other stars. They are called as extrasolar planets. There are some more along this. Besides all these 8 planets, there are some giant, big, huge planets that have been orbiting some other stars, not the sun. Other stars have been orbited by some planets, and they are named as extrasolar planets. So, moving ahead to the next topic. What is the next topic? Motion of the planets. Now we were discussing about the planets. Now we will learn about the motion, their movement. I told you that there is an orbit and these planets move through that orbit. Now we will see its motion. How does it move? The sun controls the movement of the planets. This movement of the planets has been controlled by the sun. According to the heliocentric or sun-centered theory, all the planets revolve around the sun in the same direction. The heliocentric or sun-centered theory tells us that all the planets revolve around the sun in the same direction. They don't change their direction. Each planet moves around the sun in the ellipse or oval orbit. They have a route. They have an area through which they will move, and that area, that route is ellipse or oval in shape. Okay, all the planets move around the sun in an oval orbit. The gravitational pull of the sun keeps the planets orbiting in a fixed path. Why don't the planets change their orbit? Because the sun has an energy. What is that energy known as? Gravitational energy or gravitational force. This gravitational force keeps all the planets orbiting in a fixed path. This gravitational force doesn't allow any planet to change its way. Got it now? Motion. This motion is in an elliptical order. Sun's force, which force? Gravitational force attracts them, and this force doesn't allow the planets to change their direction. Now we are moving ahead to the next topic, satellites. Let us see what are satellites. Satellites are objects that orbit planets and other space objects. What are satellites? Satellites are those objects that orbit, that move around the planet and the other space objects. They are of two types. These satellites who are revolving around the sun, they are of two types. What are they? Natural and artificial. These satellites are of two types, natural satellite and artificial satellite. Natural satellites are called moons. All the natural satellites of the planets are called moons. You look here, what is this? It's a moon of the earth. This is a natural satellite. It revolves around the earth. Okay, now we will learn something more about it. Moons are mostly small rock globes that continuously orbit the parent planet. What are moons? These moons are mostly small rock globes. Moons are mostly small rock globes that continuously move around the planet, its parent planet. There are 102 known moons in the solar system. How many moons have been known to us now? 102 moons are known to the human beings. The largest moon in the solar system is Jupiter's moon, Ganymede. Which is the largest moon in the solar system? This is the moon of Jupiter. It revolves around Jupiter. And what is its name? Ganymede. Okay. So, shall we move ahead? You have learned a lot, I think, no? Okay, we have 2 or 3 topics, then we will wind up the class, right? See this picture. What is this? It is the face of a moon. It is a moon of the earth. Likewise, there are 102 moons in the solar system which revolve around different planets. Okay, now shall we move ahead to the next topic? What is that? It is asteroids. We will learn about asteroids now. Asteroids are tiny lumps of rocks that orbit the sun. What are asteroids? Asteroids are small pieces of rocks that orbit the sun. They are pieces of rocks which revolves around the sun. They can be called minor planet. They are not planet, but they can be called as minor planet. Ceres, the biggest asteroid, was discovered in the year 1801. Ceres is the biggest asteroid which has been discovered, and it was discovered in the year 1801. What are asteroids? Asteroids are tiny lumps of rocks that orbit the sun. They move around the sun. Okay, they can be called as the minor planets. These asteroids can be called as minor planet. Okay, and Ceres, that was the biggest asteroid which was discovered in 1801. Okay, this is what a picture of an asteroid. This asteroid moves around the sun, and sometimes it may fall on the ground, fall on the other planets also. Now this asteroid is passing through the earth. This is what that picture. Now to the next one. What is that? It is comet. Now we will learn about comet. What are comets? Comets are bright objects with long tails which are seen streaking across the night sky. What are comets? Comets are bright objects with long tails which are seen streaking across the night sky. They are streaking along the night sky. They are bright objects with long tails. They form a tail when they come close to the sun. These comets get a tail. When do they get, how do they get a tail? When they come close to the sun. See the picture, it has a tail. Now this tail has been got from formed from the whenever they went closer to the sun. They are streaking across the night sky. Okay, now have a look of some other features of comets. Halley's comet orbits the sun every 76 years. This is an example of a comet, that is Halley's comet. That comet orbits the sun every 76 years. Okay. It was seen in 1996 and will be seen again in 2062. Once in 76 years only Halley's comet appears in the solar system. And when was it visible last time? 1996. Now when it will be visible? It will be visible in the year 2062. Okay. The Hale-Bopp comet that appeared in 1997 gave the brightest view of the comet since 1811. The brightest comet was seen in 1811, and after that we found the Hale-Bopp comet that was appeared. This comet was appeared in the year 1997. Got it now? You have learned a lot of things about the comets. Comets are the bright objects with tails, and they form this tail when they come close to the earth, and they come to the orbit of the solar system. Then what happened? You have learned about Halley's comet. It appears once in 76 years. Last time it was seen in 1996, and next time it will be seen in 2062. Next was the brightest comet, that was in the year last of all, it was in the year 1997 by the Hale-Bopp comet. Once more have a look. This is what a comet. You can see the moon, the earth, and the comet. This is what the space is. Okay, moving ahead to the next topic. What is that? Meteors. What are meteors? Meteors are space objects that crash into the Earth's atmosphere. What are meteors? Meteors are space objects that crash into the Earth's atmosphere. They are also the objects of the space, like the asteroids. Meteors are also the objects that crash into the Earth's atmosphere, that reach the Earth's atmosphere. They are also called shooting stars. The meteors are also called as shooting stars. Meteorites are longer meteors that penetrate right through the Earth's atmosphere and reach the ground. Okay, this is a particular type of meteor. What are they? They are meteorites. These meteorites are longer meteors. They are very long, and they come through the Earth's atmosphere. Thus they reach the ground. Meteorites reach the ground. See the picture? These are the space objects. They crash into the Earth's atmosphere. They are known as shooting stars, and they cross the Earth's atmosphere and they reach the Earth's surface. That you can see it here. Most meteors are very small and burn up as they enter the atmosphere. Many of the meteors are very small and burn up as they enter the atmosphere. They are very small, but they burn when they enter the atmosphere. When a large meteorite crashes into the earth, it produces a huge crater on the Earth's surface. When meteorite, I told you, what is that? The meteors which penetrate into the Earth's ground, and when it crashes into the Earth's atmosphere, what will happen? Earth's surface. What will happen? Huge craters are formed. What is a crater? a hole, big hole formed by this celestial body, and this crater has been formed on the surface of the earth. See this picture, these are the meteors which are reaching towards the earth's surface. Okay, so a lot of things you have learned. Now it is a time for revision. Let us wind up the class. Before that, let us have a look what we have learned today. Galaxy, stars, constellations, planets, satellites, asteroids, comets, meteors, and solar system we did not learn. Okay, we have completed to the meteors. We will learn solar system in the next part, second part. So, understood everything? Universe, then part of that is galaxy, part of the galaxy is star, group of stars make constellations, and in constellations we can see planets, and the planets have their satellites. So that's a chain, it is a chain only up to the satellite. Then these asteroids, comets and meteors are the objects which are there in the sky. They sometimes they come into the earth's atmosphere and our surface also. Now it is a time to wind up. We will learn about the solar system tomorrow. Clear? So now you must be told to stay home, stay safe,